talking 44-degree water right here. 44.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 20.
We did it. Yeah.
Dude, that's a 6-pound rainbow.
I think I've seen that. Yes!
Real.
Fantastic. It was all right. Day one was out of this world. Day two is even better.
Yeah.
I mean, what the heck?
That is what it's all about right there, man. Turning dreams into memories. Great week for John. Great couple of days. But we do that everywhere we go. We spent 9 months catching 20-pound cutthroat trout. We went out to eastern Nevada and caught some rainbows up to like 10 pounds. And we just had an amazing season. If, you can tell by some of the highlights that we just showed. So, now it's time for us to get the calendar out and set it all up again for next season. So that being said, why don't we dive into, our season and what it looks like. The next thing on our calendar really right now is not until October. When Pyramid opens again, October 1st, we head right back out to the lake. The first 2 weeks of the season are the best, early season. And if you can get out to the lake the first couple weeks, highly recommend it. We're going to do 2 public outings again the first 2 weeks of October. They are October 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and October 5th, 6th, and 7th. We have space in both of those. If you live in the Chico area and you're not a member of their fly club there, this might be the time to give it a shot. We have the opening 2 days of the season this year, October 1st and 2nd, set up with my buddies from the Chico Fly Fishers. And we're going to do some tomahawk ribeyes on the grill with some stuffed mushrooms and some Caesar salad and, gourmet dinner to kick off the new season out at Pyramid Lake. And then we go right into, the winter months. So, at Pyramid, this means back to shore fishing. The water gets really cold. Winter storms roll through all the time. And, it's safer to fish the lake from shore. And that's where the fish are anyway. So we spend, November through the end of April chasing these giant trout from shore, from ladders, standing on rocks, the beach. And then, the spawn happens late April into May. We give these fish a little break during that period. And we come right back out in June when these fish come off the spawn and they are ready to chow down again. They are gorging themselves on big 2-each chub minnows. We know where they like to hang out, and we spend the entire month of June chasing them down. For Pyramid, that's it in a nutshell. It's a 9-month season. We're out there the whole time, and we would love to take you guys fishing out there next season. Give us a ring if you're interested. And then next on the calendar, for me anyway, when my guides are out freezing their ass off out at Pyramid in the snow, catching big trout, I get on an airplane and head for South America to our peacock bass operation. Our season starts right after New Year's every year, where we have a big celebration and have a 6-week season. I stay down there and host our camps and come back towards the middle of February, geared up and ready to roll. And we have space available in our short 6-week season where we take, in the neighborhood of 50 anglers fishing on our private river every year. If you've ever wanted to go peacock bass fishing, you should do it with us. We've got the most incredible private river in the Amazon, the clearest water, the biggest fish, and we have a blast every year. Our program is one of a kind. We serve gourmet food, and we don't put a lot of pressure on these fish. We have a fantastic eco program. If you like, to take photos of wildlife and birds, we've really got a lot going on down on our 200-mile private river in the Amazon jungle. If you've ever thought about going down there, you really ought to give me a call. Let me tell you about our operation in the jungle and, how you can join us next season. And then, you know, when I get back from the jungle, it's basically like jump in the truck and head to you know, the trade shows where we visit a couple, 2-3 venues for the fly fishing show every year, Denver, Seattle, California. And from there, you know, it's springtime at Pyramid Lake again. And we're out there in March and April chasing those fish around in the shallows, you know, from ladders to standing on rocks and doing that for a couple months. And then, you know, we take a break in May and head out to our secret spot in eastern Nevada that we've been heading to for about the last 10, 15 years. And man, last year was so much fun out there. We caught a lot of fish. We got to spend some time with some really cool people, some new clients and friends. We lucked into a big tent, you know, to take on this trip, to have a place to, you know, to gather when the wind's blowing or it's cold or whatever. And man, what an addition to this trip that was. That really, really made a difference this year, because the weather out there, it can do anything. It can snow and it can be 80. You just never know. But anyway, you know, we're going back next year to Duck Valley. We have 4 outings scheduled. 3 of them sold out immediately. And the last one, May 11th to the 13th, still has some space, but only about 5 or 6 spots left already. And we're completely done for next season at Duck Valley. So if you want to go with us, you need to let me know really soon. This is a fun trip. We have a blast fishing 3 reservoirs on the Duck Valley Indian Reservation, eating some great food, hanging out. It's a midge factory. These fish are hungry and they eat a lot. It's bankers hours fishing. You don't have to get up really early in the morning. And the weather usually is just a lot of fun to be out there and hanging out in the spring. So I really want to thank everyone that spent some time with us over this past season. You know, we're having a lot of fun, and that's really what this is all about. You know, as I grow older, it just gets, you know, a lot more important to me that we are having, you know, some quality experiences in our lives and just really enjoying ourselves and having some fun, you know, whatever we're doing out there in the outdoors. So folks, come join us next season, you know, somewhere that we're hanging out, and for sure we'll have a good time. We'll have a lot of laughs, and you know what, maybe even catch a bunch of big fish. So thanks everybody. Hope to see you guys out there sometime soon.